Ladies and gentlemen, AvaLabs has been putting in that work for Avalanche. The blockchain has been really a trailblazer and just pushing forward in so many ways. They have been announcing partnership after partnership after partnership after partnership, and I think it's time for us to really just take a look. I mean, there's only one thing to do, right? You just got to look. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. So, I found this nice post by this guy 0x Husky, um, who just put everything, like all of the partnerships that, or most of them, in one nice tweet, right? So I just want to go right through them all. And I know you guys see some familiar names there. I know you do. And I see some names I'd never thought I'd see in Web3 or anything crypto related. Uh, so, yeah. Number one, we have Alibaba Cloud. Alibaba, I mean, is look at this. Look at this. So, Avalanche to power Alibaba Cloud's infrastructure services in Asia. Avalanche partnership with Alibaba Cloud will see development of tools that enable users to launch validator nodes on AVAX's public blockchain platform in Asia. That's huge. That's huge. The credibility that Alibaba already has, and then for them to be doing cloud related work and to create something that'll just basically make it easier for people to launch validator nodes on AVAX. Amazing, amazing. I mean, Alibaba has been really just huge in Asia, and I don't think that's a secret. The next one, FIDE Chess. What is FIDE? What is FIDE? I actually, if you search up my real name, I do have literally like maybe like a small profile on FIDE, and that comes from chess. So basically, FIDE is kind of the international. It's not kind of. It is the international federation for chess, and any of the biggest tournaments that have to do with the world is definitely happening under FIDE supervision. Think of them as like kind of like the commissioner or something like that. So, FIDE partnered with Avalanche. I never thought that I'd hear FIDE was going to be doing anything blockchain related or anything, because at the time, like when I was really trying to be doing my best at chess. My team won national championships in 12th grade, and we did pretty well. We did pretty well, but I never ever thought that FIDE would be doing stuff like this, and I see how this could be very useful. Because, for example, one way that you would study and get better is you would search up games from past players, the greats, right? And then you would basically learn their strategies, ideas, see the tactics, and then try to like basically make yourself recognize those opportunities whenever you approach any position that provides that. Okay? How do you do this? Well, you have to have a record of everything. You have to have the record of the game move by move so you can go over it. You have to also know like who were the greats, and how do we know that? We see the results, we see who were the world champions and stuff like that. Normally there's this platform where you can just search up the players in the games, and it has nothing to do with blockchain. They could be fraudulent. And FIDE partnered with AVAX, and it says that basically it's going to be used to calculate player ratings on chain, publish tournament data, adding personalized experience on chain, and then the FIDE Game Explorer. That's what I was trying to tell you. There's a Game Explorer, but you can find it on like chess.com. That has nothing to do with Web3 or blockchain. But I can see how important and how great it would be if it's on the blockchain. I mean, there's no arguing with that, is there, right? And then issuing tournament prize pools on Avalanche. What? That's amazing. That's amazing. So founded nearly 100 years ago, FIDE now links to a whole bunch of national chess organizations, because remember, they're like the big guys in international league, and now they're going to be working with Avalanche. Amazing to me. Amazing to me. Next up, we have Shopify. Who hasn't heard of Shopify here in the United States? For Shopify, what do we have here? Shopify merchants can now sell Avalanche NFTs through their online stores. What does this mean? Well, if any of Shopify's millions of merchants wants to sell NFTs, they don't need to point customers to a dedicated marketplace like OpenSea or Magic Eden. Instead, they can mint and list NFTs through their existing storefront on the Shopify's blockchain apps. So thanks to Vendly, those NFTs can now be minted on Avalanche. That's huge. Instead of you having to create like a web page or mint page, stuff like that, that has to do with Web3 and getting into basically making things more difficult, Shopify, which Web2 users all the time make stores on, now makes it just easy, super duper easy for you to launch an NFT marketplace that incorporates all of AVAX stuff. So that's amazing. That's amazing. We have MetaOps Gaming. MetaOps Gaming, they are a new joke. So MetaOps Gaming, here you can see it says MetaOps partners with Avalanche to bring revolutionary Web3 gaming experience. So MetaOps actually already was built. It started off on Solana and the Solana blockchain. I'm sorry, Solana, it keeps failing. It just stops every time. Like yesterday, they were out, like they just out the whole day. There's nothing. So they basically took their talents over onto Avalanche, and they're minting now actually, and it's pretty interesting. So it says MetaOps offers players the chance to earn cryptocurrency or NFTs while they play through a unique in-game reward system. So basically, you're gonna have a fun shooter game, right, where you can even basically earn from kills, right? You used to just, okay, I got X amount of kills, I got first place in this game and stuff, but now you can actually earn stuff with your performance in the game. So I think that's awesome. And these guys, they're not supposed to be like some, anybody gaming company. This is a full-blown serious, I would say top of the line gaming company. So that's awesome. And now if you mint one of their NFTs, you actually get a skin and some access to the beta. So I think that's awesome. Now moving on, we have who's that? Who I don't, am I familiar with these guys? Yeah, Amazon has also made a partnership. So we have AWS partners with Avalanche to scale blockchain solutions for enterprises and governments. Now, I know that Deloitte, a top firm out here in the United States, actually had a deal with Avalanche for to basically help out FEMA payments. So that's kind of like another government thing. And now AWS is partnered with Avalanche to scale the blockchain solution. So it says AWS has partnered with AvaLabs, the company building out layer 1 blockchain Avalanche, to scale a blockchain adoption across enterprises, institutions, governments, and what more could you want for such an accredited business, right? They are the top dog in e-commerce, I think, here in the United States, and they're working with Avalanche. That's huge. That's huge. So it says AWS will support AVAX's infrastructure and decentralized application ecosystem alongside one-click node deployments through its marketplace. One-click node deployments. Talk about making it easy to adopt, this new technology, right? And AWS is the one that's going to be, taking some parts in this. Amazing. Who's next? We have Tog. Tog. At first, I actually was not familiar with who Tog is, and it doesn't take too much research to find out who they are. Tog is an electric vehicle maker from Turkey. They partnered with AvaLabs, and they're aimed at improving autonomous mobility. Okay. It says here that they just want to make more functionality with compared to traditional EVs, by using this technology, right? So it says it intends to infuse the IoT, the Internet of Things, and machine to machine communication to expand and accelerate its EV capabilities, all through the use of really like blockchain. I think that's awesome. I really, really do think that's awesome. So for a car manufacturer to be, taking it up with AvaLabs, what do you guys think? We have Stardust. Stardust. Here we go. You get it straight from the source. I actually see the Stardust website and I see that they wrote about it. So it says Stardust brings convenient wallet and low code NFT tools, teams up with Ava Labs on an accelerator to drive game development for Web2 game developers and new Web3 native studios. So basically, what Stardust does is they are a seamless solution for developers to integrate NFTs into games in just a few lines of code. So what they do is they make it easy for a Web2 game developer to integrate NFTs or be able to use blockchain within their game, right? So just with a few lines of code, is it makes it so that a Web2 game now comes to Web3, and they don't need to really like bust their chops on it, right? They can use Stardust, and Stardust will make it so it's easy. All right. Intane. Intane. The partnership with Intane, I would say it's a little insane.
Oh, try again.
No, I'm kidding. But basically, Intane launches a AVAX subnet for asset-backed securities. And what does this mean? Intane markets a platform for issuing and trading asset-backed securities on a permissioned Avalanche subnet. So it's using the subnet tech, which is awesome. That's literally showing scalability, and this is promising. The platform aims to make investment in traditional financial instruments involving multiple parties more secure, transparent, and cost efficient. So basically, what this means is that Intane is making it so that all of the traditional banking infrastructure has a way in, right? And so, I mean, we know this, like we know about DeFi, we know about everything that has to do with getting away from centralized banking, but this gives basically centralized banking a way to maneuver and have their try in crypto and blockchain without really giving themselves up to everything that has to do with just leaving centralized banking. I think this is awesome because this just it opens the door. It really opens the door. It makes a clear pathway on a trusted platform. Now, what do they mean? What do I mean by trusted? When I was trying to see how big Intane was, it says Intane, the blockchain company managing more than 4 billion United States dollars. Again, Intane is a blockchain company managing more than 4 billion USD in assets. All right. So that's how big this is. And get Loco now. So Loco, I wasn't familiar with it, but now I know. Now I know. Loco is actually a leader in India, basically a platform for esports, right? That allows content creators and esports players the ability to connect really with fans and anyone who wants to give it a look. The top-notch esports streaming platform Loco joined hands with a blockchain network, Avalanche, to bring Web3 fans experiences by launching an NFT marketplace for esports fans, Legends by Loco on Avalanche subnet. So, how big is Loco? Loco has over 50 million users in India and across the world. And it's now making an NFT marketplace for esports fans worldwide, right? And they're bringing that straight into AVAX. What more could we ask for a gamer streaming esports platform, and one of the biggest, right? To be with Avalanche, they're seeing it, they're getting it. And then finally we have Tencent Global. Tencent, Tencent. Okay. So before I just go right into it all, every game company that Tencent has invested in, I think you're gonna see this, and be familiar with at least one of them. Write in the comments below if you're familiar with any of these games. Riot Games, aka League of Legends, 100% of it. Epic Games, 40% of it. Blue Hole. Oh, Epic Games also had I think Fortnite and PUBG. Yeah. Blue Hole, right? 11.5% of it. Ubisoft, 5% of it. Activision Blizzard, 5% of it. Grinding Gear Games, Path of Exile, 80% of it. And then they got all of these other investments. This is amazing. Even Discord. Discord has received $158 million in funding last year, including an undisclosed amount from Tencent. So yeah, they even have their hand in Discord. Okay. So Web3 developers rejoice. Avalanche and Tencent Cloud form a strategic partnership. So AvaLabs has partnered with Tencent Cloud to provide support to developers in the AVAX ecosystem. So it says the partnership will offer developers rapid node deployment while also exploring the implementation of AVAX subnets to help accelerate adoption of Web3 technologies across traditional businesses. So again, this is trying to bring the traditional business into the future, right? And what is the future? It's blockchain. So as part of the deal, a full AVAX node is now live on Tencent Cloud, offering efficient and rapid node deployment for developers and validators across the Pacific region. So that's awesome. That's awesome. And for sure, like, don't think that Tencent just doesn't know what they're doing. They're being tricked into this. I mean, if you really look deep into it, Tencent actually has been into Web3 for a bit now. They've worked with Scroll, a layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum. They've worked with Sui. They're not playing around. And neither is AVAX. So this is what we got from all of the announcements starting in between the end of 2022 all the way to the beginning of 2023. We're still in the first quarter and they have come out guns blazing. Don't sleep on AVAX. Make sure you do diligence, and make sure that you guys stay on top of the game. So I just wanted to share some information about all of the developments that's happening on AVAX. If I missed a couple of things, don't worry. We're going to talk soon as long as they keep popping up. Thank you for watching. Give me a follow, like, subscribe. Check me out on Twitter and leave a comment. I appreciate you guys. Bye.